Can you guys see my screen? Okay, perfect. So we'll continue from where we stopped the last class, during the last class, and that was table. I told you guys to finish off this exercise. You're supposed to add media to we built a meetup page during the last class, so I expected everyone to add an image of a past event or a techie banner using the image, embed a YouTube video about tech meetup or community, and add a short audio clip of background music muted by default to the meetup. So I'm still expecting this exercise. I didn't really see it in all the screenshots so far. So by Friday, I'm expecting to see this exercise done and completed. So let's start with table, guys. So an HTML table is used to display data in a structured format of rows and columns. So we both know what a table is. It always contains a row and a column. So we're just saying an HTML table displays data in rows and columns. Or you can also call it grid format in web development. We call rows and column, we call it grid in HTML or in web development. So there are key elements that we use to describe table in HTML, right? So the first one is we use a tag to define our table. That's opening and closing tag, but I just put the open tag here. But it's always have an opening and a closing tag. It will define the table. It will wrap the entire table. So let's assume we have a table of nah. So this was our last exercise. I'm going to clean it all up. We're done here. So you're going to have a table element, guys. So you just write a table. So inside there is where you're going to put all your information about the table. You understand? So it wrap the entire elements of the table. Now we now have the T head. The T head will tell you this is the like we have um the header. The header in HTML, normal HTML, we have the navigation bar like I showed you. That's your header, like the header of the header of a website. So for table we have T head, that's the header. The let's say I have a table of let me just put the T head now. So I can now have a TH, call it number, I can call it TH, call it name, right? So now this is the header. So it will have an header with number and name. So if we open this with live server now, you see number and name in what? In in it's they already it's bold to show you that okay, this is the title of whatever we are doing, right? So this is the T head. You understand? It will bolden it to tell you, oh, this is the header. We now have the body. The body will group what? It will group the body. That's like the main things you want to put. You already have the number and the name. So you not the body is now where you start putting the name. Oh, I want to put the name of this person, I want to put the name of that person. Now, the T foot is the footer. That's like, let's say, a summary or whatever you've done so far. Let's say you have a number, now you now calculate total, or you have a this, you want to, how many students do you have? So that's where you put your footer. So just like the way we have header, which is your nav bar in a website, you have the main, that's the body. Then you now have the footer. You have the same thing in your table elements. So those are the elements that help you to describe it. Do you understand this, guys? Okay, so I move on to the TH. The TH defines the header cell, like I said, it is bold and centered by default. So now the TR is now what defines a table row. So you have a row. A row is it's horizontal. So the row is horizontal. It will tell you okay, so that's why you now start putting your details. So let's say Ada is on a row, then the number, she's number 21. The same. Then TD is now where you put this the data, because the row you have to cycle. You can have a row here now. We are done with T head. Let's go to T body, right? So you can have a TR. This is your row. This is the row. You now have a TD. This is where you now put your data. So let's say number now, she's number 12, and we have what? And I have a what? A TD. She's Ada. I need to wrap this in a row. Guys, so let's check it out now. Can you see number 12, name Ada? Can you see? It falls under whatever you are putting. So that's the way you put it. So that's the work of your row and the work of your data cell. Now, caption is used to add a title or a label to a table, and it is optional. You understand? So you want to add this thing, a title to your. I can tell it. I can put a caption, details of students, at class attendance or whatever. But I can choose not to. It's optional. So border now, we can use border to select the thickness of the table borders in pixel. This one currently doesn't have a border, but I can add this. I can add border to this with what? Using border. Then BG color, that's the BG means background. So background color, I can use the background color to change the background color of my cell, the table, a row, or a column. You understand? So then this one is the border color. The border is something like this now, as you are seeing this thing now. This, this, so this is the borders. So these are the borders. So I can change the border color if I put a border here on this table. So we're going to look at examples that use borders and the border color now. So now let's do a tech meetup schedule, right? Let's do a tech meetup schedule. So the first thing we're going to do is what we have to define the table. Let me clean this up. Let's start from the beginning. So what are we going to do first? If we are creating a table, you tell it what we are creating a table. Now that our foot table, now I want to put a border. So I'm going to put a border. Let's say our border should be what? 1. So that means it should be 1 pixel. The border should be 1 pixel. Now we've put this. Then now I want to add a caption. I'm going to add a caption, tech meetup schedule, to tell you that that's the title of my this thing. So caption, I'm going to put this here now. So now I'm not going to define my header element. That's what the T-head, my T-head. So inside my T-head now, I'll now put TH element. But before I put TH, I have to put my TR element. So time, activity, and speaker. So let me just copy this. So this thing will have my first row, which is what, then I'll now put my TH. Those are the headers. I'm telling you that that's the title of the headers, the ones that will be on top. So I have TH. I'll let me put it times 3 so that it will give us 3 automatically. So now I have time, I have activity, then I have speaker. Guys, so I'm done with my head elements. Now I'm going to my body element. T body, right? So we have to put a TR automatically. Now, I don't even want this here. So this is my TR. So in my TR, this is 3 already automatically. So you should know that you also be having 3 words. If the first one is having 3, then your second one too will be having 3. But it can be merged, but we'll still get there. Let's just do this first. So I have time 10 a.m. I'm just gonna copy this. Let me just do TD times 3. So 10 a.m. The first activity was welcome and icebreakers. So we have this. And the speaker was Bisola. The first speaker was Bisola, that's me. So we'll go to the next one now. We'll do the same thing. We have to create the second row now because we are entering another listing. So now we now do what? CD times what? Now, guys. So the second one was starting from 10:30. Right? So the topic was what? Sorry, the activity was keynote, building inclusive platforms, right? Then I had what? The speaker was Dr. Ada Tech. Guys, are you seeing this? So I'm going to the third row now. I have to put another row now. Then when I do that, I have to do my table data, and I'm doing times 3, guys. So this one is starting by 11:15. So it took 45 minutes for the last session to end. So we're moving forward now, guys. So 11:15 a.m. and then the activity was panel discussion. And we have various speakers coming to talk. So that's why we're using the various keyword, guys. So we close this now. So this is the T-body, right? So this one is still on here. I'm going to be having this now. The last row, so I'm going to be doing what? CD times what? 3. And I'm going to be having what? 12 p.m. So from 11:15 to 12 p.m. we had various speakers. So we have networking and snacks. So we should know that the session is what? Ending when you're hearing item 7. So we have what? Everyone should talk and network, communicate, and everything. So yeah. So now, can we see what this looks like now? So let's open the live server. Can you see this, guys? So this is your caption, tech meetup schedule. This is the caption. The time, the activity, the speaker. Because we use the T head and the TH, it's what? Cap lock. Then we're now putting the time, the activities, and the speakers. So you can see all the details we put here. Now I want to remove this border now. When I go back here, can you see this, guys? Can you see this? Even though you can't see this thing, but you can see it's arranged, but you need to put the border so it knows we're doing this. If I put border equal to 2, let's see what it looks like, guys. So are you seeing it's way more bolder? You get? So that's how you do your And if I want to increase the caption, I could just go here. I'm just gonna put style. I'll put font size. I can put 24, right? And I can put font weight to what? To bold, right? So let's go and recheck this now. Can you see that? Can you see that? So I can put this to what? 30, guys. Can you see this now? So that's how it goes. So that's how you make a table. Please, do you guys understand? Any
Yes.
questions? Okay, if there's no question, so let's go on to the next one. So you can't see anything. Jerome, you raised your hand, and Isaac, you said you can't see anything. You can't see my screen. Isaac,
Yeah, I can see. I can see.
can you log out and log back in? Like let's wait a minute for him to log back in. Jerome, you raised your hand. You can ask your question. So Isaac,
I
can you
just
see it now?
I
He's
just
back.
said to ask you.
I'm
Can I
so
ask you?
uh
Yeah, I
one
can
minute,
see it
Isaac.
now.
Okay, perfect. So Jerome, sorry, you can ask your question now.
How can I make a table with the only single borders? Like the borders, I see the borders are like a double line B.
A single border outline table.
Yes,
Use
yes.
your one. Use your border equal to one. So you save it. So here you go. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So um so let's move on, guys,
Okay,
to
thank you.
this. You're welcome. So let's move on to this, the scope. The scope attribute in HTML is used within the th. So that's our table header element to specify the relationship between the header cell and the cells it is associated with, right? It doesn't have a visual effect in browsers, but it is crucial for accessibilities, and it helps the screen readers to understand the structure of the table. So we use the scope elements in our th elements to specify the relationship between the header cell and the cells it's associated with. Like, okay, let me give you the possible value of the scope before I explain further. So the row, if we're stating that a scope is equal to row, that means that all the rows associated with the scope, like all the rows that falls under the scope, that falls under the particular table, or the particular cell is using the scope. The same thing for the column. We now have the row group. Now the row group states that it applies to all the rows in a group. Why the core group say that it applies to all the columns in a group? For, let's say now, for a column, now if you're saying scope is equal to row, now it's applying to that row, to all row in the same cell. So if you have the first row, now it's applying to all the row in that first row. If it is column, all the column in the first column. But now for the row groups, it applies to all the rows in the group, and the column group, the same thing. Now, the co-span attribute can be used on an element to indicate how many columns the cell should span. So the co-span now we use it to tell us that, okay, we want to, let's say we have this this um this this two time and activity. Now if you're telling it co-span is equal to 2, there's not going to be time here. There's not going to be space between these two, this time and activity. It will be joined together. Do you understand? If I'm telling it this row span is equal to this time, this row and this 10 a.m. will be joined together, will be merged together, so there will not be no space, there will be no border between them. Do you understand? So when one cell spans across, so use case is when like a section title, when it spans across several columns. So the row span attribute can be used on a or an element to indicate how many rows a cell should span down the table. So it merges the cells vertically across multiple rows. We also have another use case of like a categories. It applies to several rows beneath it. Let's take an example so that you guys don't get confused, right? So we're going to take a table now. We're going to take a new table, guys. So you can understand better. So let's take a new table right now. So we're going to have the T head, we're going to have the T body, and let's check if we have a T foot. I'm not sure. Okay, we really have a T body, we don't have a T foot. It is not necessary to have a T foot, but mostly we always have a T head and a T body. You understand? The people that really uses the T foot are like if you're working on like a data analyst, you're working on um analysis and everything, you're getting the total sum and everything. So that's when it comes in. So for the T head now, let's check how many cells we have here. So we have 3 cells. Okay, we still have a caption here, guys. It's still the same. Okay, so now we're taking an attendance, right? So, oh, sorry, guys. So I'm going to have th. I'm going to have a tr. That's the row. Then I'm going to have the what? Th times 3. So that's more like it. So in my before my table now, before this, I'm going to have a caption. Perfect. So now let's go check our data out. So now name day 1 and day 2. That is the name of my this thing. Now look at this. Now I'm telling you the row span of this name now should be 2. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this. This is sorry, name, right? Name. So this is name. Now for this name, this one is day 1. This is day 2. I'm telling you it's what row span. Row is what? The vertical. So row span equals that means it's joining 2 rows together. So first row, second row together. So I have this now. Then for this now, we have cospan is equal to 2. So what are we joining together, guys? Somebody should give me an answer.
The columns.
If cospan is equal to 2 means what?
We're joining 2 columns together.
Very good. 2 columns together. So here now, I want to be able to show you the difference very clearly. So I'm going to be putting border equal to 2. I'm going to be having I think a background color coming. So we have a background color of F9, and a border color of 333. So let's apply this now. A BG style and a border color of 333. They didn't use the style, they used the BG color directly. Okay, guys, we're using this directly. I think we need to put this here. Is it equal to or yeah, it's equal to. I had a feeling. So when we are using it in CSS, we mostly use this sign. But I'm guessing because it's inline, they are using equal to over here. But if we're using it in CSS, it would be that dot dot that we use. So let's save it now. So now let's go and see what it looks like here now. No, I don't want. Okay, let's do the width and the body. Let's work on the width and the body. Other style. Mm, let's use this as a background color. And um, let's add a padding. Let's add a padding of 20 pixel. That's spacing. Then I want a margin. I want to centralize this table. 0 auto. So this will make sure that the table is centralized. And what else? Do I want the bottom margin? No, I don't think we need that here. So guys, let me see. Yes, 0, auto, 0, 0 auto. Okay, let's add the maximum width. Yeah, let's add the maximum width. Mm-hmm. 500 pixel. Yeah. Should we add this to the to the body or to, let me just see this first because I don't want to. Yeah. No, I want a border 2 pixel. So colors CCC. Let's see. Right. So mm, apps. Yeah. It's okay. This is okay. Okay. Let's use the margin too. Okay. Keep forgetting the styles. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so now that's more like it. So this caption now. So let's bolden this up, right? Let's bolden this up, and I'm going to put this to white. I also want to make it look better so that you guys can notice the difference. I'm sure that you guys know the meaning of this attribute, right? Because we've treated it. So you know the meaning of strong, right? Very good. So I'm just going to say style. I'm going to increase the font size. Let me just choose the font family first. Yeah. Then I'm going to go to font size. Right. So let's see this now. I want this to be flex. I don't want it to break. Yeah. So let's see what happens now. Yes, guys. So now this. So guys, this. Let me just okay, so I want to centralize this. Okay. If this doesn't work, then we're going to use the margin. Okay. Then we're going to use okay, oh, you want to be stubborn. Guys, go on. Glody and Glody, go first. Glody, go first.
Yes.
Okay, go
Yes.
on.
So I don't know what to go to do.
Huh?
I don't understand
You don't understand it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Okay, 1 minute. So this is styles actually, but I'm using inline styles. Normally we don't use inline styles, we don't support it. But because you guys have not done CSS yet, but I want you guys to see a bit of the difference. So I'm using inline styles. Even I am not very good with inline styles because I don't practice it. But because that's, I don't know, it has a bit of different syntax with normal styles and it's not supported. So this is table. We are creating a table, right? So this is the table. You need to define it. Table. This is the table we defined. So we added caption to tell us that this is tech workshop attendance. So what I'm actually trying to do was tell it that I want this tech workshop attendance. I want it to be in the center of this thing here. This thing here, but it's probably stronged because we're not using normal CSS. Sure. But so we've created the table. We've created the first row of the table. We have not finished. We're telling it now that this is the title, this is the name. This is the name. This is not supposed to be one, it's supposed to be two, guys. The name is row span is supposed to be two. And the col span is meant to be what? Also two. The one and the two. The one and the two. So now watch what will happen. Let's finish this. You see what will happen now. Let me finish this with you guys first before we go back to this thing. Now what I did for this, I just changed the background of this thing. I applied a border and I centralized this. I, I applied a border to show us that this is our attendance worksheet. It's not just the body, but I changed the background of the whole body itself. So now let's just finish up. Let me not waste time here so that we don't get lost. So now let's do the scope now. Let's do the scope. I want to copy this morning and night. So you remember that we told this thing that is two. This one is two. So that means we have four rows because it's no longer one here. The co-span is two. Chris in Christian, you can ask your question.
No, I was trying to give a suggestion for the heading. You were trying to put it center. Maybe you could use justify items center.
Okay, we'll try that later. Let me just finish up here, please. So th times 4. So for the first one was the morning, night, morning, night. So we have morning, we have, or we could say morning, evening, morning, evening. No, so now, guys, look at this. We told it this thing now that the scope is what? 2. The co-span is 2. So that means this column and this column, this is coming under what? This column. So now let's do this thing. So if we're telling the scope, we're telling you now the scope is what? No, I think I mean, yeah, sorry. So the scope is equal to what? Column. So the same thing now will go here. We're going to tell it now the scope is what? Column. I'm going to have to repeat this BG color. I'm telling it that the background color, that should be the background color. So we also tell its scope now. Scope is equal to column, and now let's save and go and check it out, guys. What can you see here now? Have you seen the way they divided it? Can you see that this name row now that we told it row span is equal to 2? It has combined 2 rows together. And this one combined what? 2 columns together. Can you guys see this? Do you guys understand now? Like the row span and the column span and the calls, the scope. Do you guys understand it now? Do you want me to explain again? If you want me to explain again, say something.
Please explain again.
Okay. Okay, sure. So we have row span and column span, and we have scope. So this scope is what we use to tell it, okay, this is okay. So let's start with the row span. The row span, we use the row span to tell it to combine 2 or more cells together, 2 or more cell of rows together, and we use the column span to tell it to combine what? 2 or more column cells together. Look at this now. We have name, we have day 1, we have day 2. We told it that row span is equal to 2. So we're telling that combine 2 rows together. This day 1 and this morning row now, they have combined it together for this name. Then for column, they have morning and evening. 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column. But we told it to combine it together. We said call span is equal to 2. We told it to combine it together for day 1. And we did the same thing for day 2. Do you understand now? So now we're not telling it under here that the scope is equal to column. That means that this call span is being affected. This one falls under this call span that is being talked about. This one will fall under this one that is being talked about. So we're saying that this 2 is being affected by this call span, and this other 2 is being affected by this call span, because it was stated here that it's 2. So if you first count the first column, it count the second column. That means it belongs to this day 1. If you count the first column, it count the second column. It belongs to what? Day 2. Do you understand now? Are you sure you understand now? Let's continue. Let's work more on it. You see the difference. So now let's go to the T body. So we have it's TH, the scope bisolar. We have, if you guys notice now that we have what? Based on here, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, and what? 5. So definitely there will be a name here. Then whatever they are doing in the morning, whatever they are doing in the evening, whatever they are doing in the morning, whatever they are doing in the evening. So that this is now, it's no longer 4 column, it's 5 column. So now let's work on this now. So we have 5 columns. I need to copy this PG color. Okay. So I'm going to enter the body now, because we are in the main. All these ones are the headers now. I'm entering the body now. Should put this one here, guys. Sorry. This one should be under the header, because it's still part of the headers. So let's go and see what it looks like now. Okay, this is better. So I'm going to have my first row on the table, which is TR. You state your first row with the TR. Now we need to put our TD. But before we put the TD, let's use TH for the person's name. For the name, then we have TD times 4. So the person's name, let's go back here and check for the person's name. is Bisola. Oh, I don't want to change this BG color. Let me paste the BG color first. No, no, no. That wasn't what I copied. Okay, now. So what will we tell this code? What will we do here now? Since this is what th and the scope fall under what this row. What are we going to tell it? We're going to tell it scope is equal to what? Row. So that it will know that it falls under this what? Row span. Do you guys understand? We already did the the we already did this thing for column, the scope for column to tell it, okay, this is what and what is being affected. We have not done any one for the row. So we instead either the scope is equal to what? Row. This is the name. So it will know that this name will be placed under what? This this. So guys, we need to tell it scope is equal to row. We'll put the name, then we'll now put the details now of whatever is happening. So let's check out the details. Okay, we just have this. I'm just going to place. So this means the person was present. So who can tell me the reason why this thing will actually show up? This mark will be showing up in our in our um in our HTML. Since it's not a text, can somebody tell me why it will be showing up? Anybody? Nobody can tell me why. I told you these things from the first class. I gave you the answer to this from the first class. You guys use it to eat food, Abi. Abi guys use it to sleep. The reason why it will be able to is because of this word UTF-8. UTF-8, that means it's encoded. So it allows pictures, GIF, any format of things. So it will allow it to show on your live server. It allows you to render it. So that's why it supports this thing we're putting here, right here. And I explained that to you during the first class. But apparently, everybody have lost it somewhere. Maybe in the bush or something, I don't know. So let's check this out now. Let's check out what this will look like. Can you guys see this now? So we told it name Bisola and we told it okay, attenders. Can you see? So it knows that it's falling under this row because we put scope row. And this one we already put the scope and automatically we are putting 4 columns, so it knows okay, it should follow each other because your ID is a smart ID, so it knows it should follow each other automatically. Do you guys understand? Please let's take another another one now. I think I'll be using the same colors. I'll just okay, I'll just use this. I'm just going to copy. I don't want to, okay, because I want you guys to understand. So guys, tell me, what am I going to write next? Let's do it together. We are making another row. So what am I writing next now? Guys, come on, what are we writing? We're making another row. What was the word for another row we're making?
TR, table row.
Table row, TR. Very good. So now once we want the name, what are we going to use for the name?
CH, table head.
TH. Very good. Now we're going to tell it that is what? Scope is equal to what? Row. Then we can place our BG color. That's the background color. That's the yellow you saw. So what's the name of the person? So we have Tunde, right? Now I'm going to have words. How many columns am I supposed to have now, guys? Guys, come on. How many columns?
4.
3.
Huh?
4.
Four.
4.
4 columns.
Sorry.
Very good. Okay. Oops. Sorry. So let me just put this. Since we're having this, I'm not going to be putting the same because we're having um it's crazy. Okay. So I would like to still Chisom, yes, go on. Ask your question. Chisom.
Yeah, I wasn't hearing you before, but I'm hearing you now.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys, so we have this and this. Oh no. So this is not giving us BG color equal to, so we need to copy and put that here. Okay. So I need to put that here too. So now to work perfectly. So let's go check out what it looks like here now. Can you guys see now? So we have the absentees. So let's finish up so you see everything and then I can re-explain. I can just re-explain a brief one for the people that don't understand. So I think this is the last person, right? I think we have 3 people. So I'm just going to we have, let's do it together so that you guys can understand. So for rows we say what? Rows is for what? Guys, come on. Rows is what? The energy is down. What's going on, guys? Rows is what, guys?
CR.
TR.
So,
Very good. So we have a scope value that we need to define as a name. So we use T what? H. We tell it the scope is equal to what? Row. Then we state our BG color. I'm just going to use the same color. I'll call this Michelle. So now the data, the column is stated with what, guys? Guys, come on. TD, the table data. TD. This is for all. If you have a table, you first start with table, then you use TR for the T rows because each table must have a row. So the row is very important. But we don't use TC for table column. We use TD now to state those data. So it will know that if you are using a table, if you have 3 columns in a table, TR now, you have 3 tables in a column, you are using TD times 3. This is automatically just your first row now. Now, if you want the second row, so if you have 5 rows, you are doing this 5 times. If you have 4 columns in one row, like this row now, how many columns do we have here, guys? This one is what? This is the first one, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 columns. This is a 1 column. This the tech workshop. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 3 columns. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what? 5 columns. Then this one is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you guys understand? But this is the row. This is what? First row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. But these are the individual columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you guys understand? So for this column, I need to create five what? TD. But because we want to use this as an header, that this is the name. So we're using TH. It will bolded it and you tell us that this falls on that. That's why I'm using TH. If not, we can use 5 TDs for this. Do you guys understand? Please. I'm talking to you guys. Do you understand?
Yes, we are getting it.
So guys, look at this now. We have okay, let's do this together. Now, Michelle was absent for 2 days. 2 days continuously. Like it was not like this one that there was space between them. Now this one's coming like 2 days. So instead of us repeating the same thing, we can just join them together. We can join the 2 columns together to show us that it was absent for these 2 days. You don't, so that we don't space it out. We don't need to put X. Do you understand what I'm saying? So how do we do that, guys? Use our col span is equal to what? 2, like this, guys. So all we have to do is just do what? Col span equal to what? 2. So it will look for the first 2 columns that are following each other. Now it will join them together. We can now put what? Absent here. And we can put a color. We can put a background color. Copy this. You can still use that X, but let's just use this. I want to show you this now. So look at what it's doing. Can you see? It's merged the 2 columns together automatically, and it's saying what's absent. Do you understand the work of the call span now, guys? So automatically we have 2 table data. It will fill in the remaining one. So all we have to do is just put this here. So now let's check here now. So what can you see now? Present and what's present. If I join these 2 rows together, what if I want to join these 2 rows together? What do I do, guys? What will I do, guys? Anybody? If I want to join these 2 rows together, Glody?
Yes. Call span.
Huh?
Call span.
I can't hear you very well. Can you increase your volume? Is it from? Okay, let me increase my volume. Okay,
Yes, you would use call span.
is equal to what?
Is equal to 2.
Very good. Now, what if Michelle was absent for 3 days continuously? What will I say?
Call span equals to 3.
Very good. And I remove what? One of the TD. Are we clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me copy this and put this on the chat. So anybody that wants to look at it can look at it again. So if you can't see anything, guys, please log in, log out and log back in. Okay. So please let's move on. So this will be your exercise, but let's do your form. So I'm sure after the form you'll be able to do this way better. With this now, you should be able to do this now, guys. You can create this. This is going. Who can tell me what this price table will be? Your price table will be your what? Your caption.
Yeah, caption.
Even if you don't want to use caption, you can use a call span is equal to 3 and use your th. You can do it the two ways. Do you understand? Then this now can be your what? th2. Do you understand? Then these are your datas. Now this can also be call span, right, guys? So that is all that is to it. It is not hard. It is very simple. So let's go to your advanced HTML now and get started. So we're going to be looking at forms and input elements. God, we've spent time. We're going to be looking at semantic HTML5, the best practice and accessibility. Then you have your HTML cheat sheet prepared by Tolest, one of your tutors. So I have form and input elements. So HTML form is the backbone of user interaction on the web. One of the main reasons why web is locked is because people can come to the web and tell them, oh, I like your website. Oh, I have issues with your website. I like this, I like that. They can make complaints. So it's a backbone of web development because we can interact. A company can interact with their clients or their clients, and they can know the problems of their clients from any part of the world. You understand? So what are the key features of HTML forms? Forms are enclosed within the form tag. So we have the opening and the closing tag. Now the attributes. If you have your opening tag now, form. Let me clean this up. So you have your form now, guys. You always have your action. You have your method. The action now is where you are posting this thing to, where it is going to. So if you have a user sign up form now for a company, let's say we have a sign up for Glodia's company now, it will be going back to what? Glodia. Let's say that's the name of the URL, the API or the URL. It will be sending this back to Glodia, or we can call it Glodia of sign up. You understand? Then the method will be what? Post. Is post method, because we are posting it to Glodia. And Glodia will now be using the get method to fetch it to see the response. Do you guys understand? Okay. Now, so we have form controls. We have form.
I don't understand. Please return it, please.
Okay, sure. So like I said, we have form, the form element. We have the form element. The form elements always have an action and a method. So the action is where you're sending whatever you have here to. So you can, if you have your website now, you have your website. Let's call it DND websites now. So DND, you have a sign up form for DND, or you have a what a feedback form for DND. So it will be DND. You're sending it back to DND, the company's name or the API's name or whatever you decide will be the API. Stroke what? Stroke what's the name of the form? Um, what's the name of the form? What did I just say the form will be called? It's not sign up. We're doing a feedback. A feedback. It could also just be feedback. You could also name it just feedback. Anything, it's your choice as a developer. We now have the method. We have the method. The method, we have get and we have the post. These are the tools that we use more. Dialogue, that one is advanced when you're more advanced. But we have the get and the post. So this is the post method because you're posting it to this place called feedback. The person that will be viewing it will be using the get method to get what you have posted, to view it. Do you understand now?
Excuse
Okay.
me?
Yeah, sure.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you help me just throw more light on? I want to understand post and get, like understand more and also differentiate them.
Okay. But
Mm.
this that will be part of your APIs. And if based on the timing, I'm looking at the timing, it will be part of your courses. It's part of your courses, but let's just go with this. This is what you need for now. So when we get to your APIs in JavaScript, we'll shed more light on it. It's part of your this thing because of time, please. Because we still have more things to cover. Is that okay, Thomas?
It's okay, it's okay. You go on.
Okay. So so I have text now. The text we use input to say text. Let me put this here now. So let's assume I have this now. Inside the form I have an input. I have an input now. So you can see type. We have different types. We have this now. This is text. So text is we use it for a single line. Let's say you want to put a name of a person, a username. You understand? So this is what we use text for. So we have different type. We have look at all these things now. We have the checkbox. So for choosing one or more options, color, we have the dates. If you want to choose dates, if you want to assign dates to something, we have the date time, we have the date time local, we have email, we have file. File now you want to upload your file. You want to upload files like your CV or your resume. You want people to be able to upload those things. So you put this type file. We have email, password and password, but I prefer to use password. We have image. You want to upload images. You want people to browse through images. You have your month. You have number. People for phone number. You have password or password. You have radio for choosing one options out of a number of options. You have the range. You select how high or how low you want it to be. You have the reset. You have the search. You have submit for submitting a form. Tell is also your phone number, time, URL, week. So all these things are available for you. All you have to do is based on what you want to do, you pick them. Do you understand this, guys?
Yes, we are getting it.
Okay. So so I've done all this. Select, use it to select, we use it to select from a list of options. We had drop downs, we had options to it. So we're still going to look at this practically. So now labels makes the form more accessible and easy to use. It's defined the input. You can see now from this input, now apart from your submit button, I think others you don't have a value based, you don't really use value. So we use the label to now tell it, okay, this is what I'm doing. Let's assume I have I'm taking this now. Let's say this is name, right? I'll put ID to name, right? So now label. So label, I can use label for name, right? So I'll put what name here. So the for and the ID works together. When you put an attribute here using the for, and you put the ID, it will look for the next element. That's the input element. It will not look for that name. It will know that these two and these two, it will connect them together. So it will know that this and this are connected together. So if I save this now, right? Let's check our live server. So look at this now. It automatically does what? Connect them together. Are you seeing? You can now also add a break between them. I can still add a break between them, but it will still know that they are together. To just add. So let's check it out now. Can you see? It is still grouping them together because they are connected automatically with the four attributes. Do you understand? Guys, do you understand? So we can also not use the four attributes. We can next it inside each other. I can put this now here. Right? I can put this inside here now. But I have to put what? Name here. Let's save this and check it out now. Sorry. This should be before your input. So let's save and check it back again now, guys. Can you see? I can also still use the break element here. Can you see? It's still the same thing because it's nested inside each other. So it actually means the same thing, but I'd advise you use the four attributes to automatically connect them. You understand? But it doesn't really matter. Please, you guys understand?
Please, I didn't understand this last one you did, please.
Okay, sure. Let's do it again. So this one is called nesting. It's called nesting. Nesting means putting an element inside another element. So we have the label element, right? We don't need to use the four attributes too, because we are nesting now. All we have to do is put what? The input element here. We just put input name. I don't even need the ID here because I'm not connecting them. So all I have to do is now do what? Put this name here, right? If I put this name here, automatically it's connected because I put it inside here. I'm telling you that this belongs inside here. So now, if we check here now, you will see its name. If I space this will do what? Contain what? Name. Can you see this? The same way we added break between that one, I can still do the same thing and add break. So that this input element will fall on another line because I'm adding, if I put break, the next any element after that break will fall under the next line. So look at this now. Are you seeing this? Can you see this? Do you understand now?
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. So I've done this, wrap the elements inside the label and use the for and the ID to link. So we're done with this. So how does a form works now? When you fill a form and you submit, the user sees a form on a web page. They fill in or select options like choosing a candidate, right? Then you do what? You click submit. Now the form send the data to a server. Like I told you before, we have the post method. It will post that form you sent to a server. The server processes the data. It processes, store it in a database. So anybody that wants to see it now, see, can you see now post method? Anybody that wants to see it will use the get method now to view whatever you posted. So now let's assume we have a form like this now. Look at this one. What is your favorite fruit? Let's do this together, guys. From the look of this, what do you think this is now? This is a what? A radio. So let's do this together now. So what's the question? What is your favorite fruit? I want it to be bolder. I'll use this. This is a question, right, guys? Now, so what do we use here, guys? What do we do next? Guys, come on.
We can use radio.
We have to first
Label.
use our label.
Okay.
Label. I don't want to use the for. So label. So what's the first option here? Apple, right? So it's I have to put the inputs. No, inputs first. Then I have to put what? Apple, because this is a no. Type is not going to be this. So we're looking for what? Radio, right? So let's check this now and see. Can you see this? What's your favorite fruit? Apple. So what are the other fruits that we have so far? Banana and mango, right? So we'll do the same, but there is a space between them. So we'll put break, but I want to show you without the space too. So label. I'm going to copy this here and I'm going to paste here. Right? So we have input. Type is what? Radio. So now banana and mango, right? So I'm going to do banana. Guys, so now I want to show you guys this without can you see the way it's coming? But this was not the way it was presented to us, right? You see it here. So that means we are adding a break between them. So you're going to do a BR. We're doing a BR. And so let's see first. Yeah, so that's more like it. So see it here, apple, banana, and mango. So now we have the vote button. So for this, we don't need to add a label because it's a button. So we just put the input. Type is what? Submit, a button. Then we use the value element to write whatever we want to write. So what's written here? Vote. So what's your favorite fruit? Then we'll have the word vote. So this value will be what? Vote. So when we save this now, let's go and check it out now. Can you see this? But me, I want to space it again. So I add another word, BR, and I save. So now there will be more space. Can you see now? What's your favorite fruit? Apple, banana. So if I click here, then I vote. Can you see? Because we've not added this thing, so it cannot really, it's not sending. Do you understand? So can you guys see? Do you guys understand? Guys, come on, do you understand?
Yes, we are good. We understand.
Huh? Glody?
Oh yes. I have a question.
Yeah?
Uh, so with the radio, you can choose two fruit in the same time, like apple
No, you can't
and
choose two at the same time. Oh, okay, because we didn't use this thing. Radio is meant to be for one. It should be a checklist that you can use. This it should be a checklist that you can use two or three. Radio should be mostly one, right?
so how can you do to be only choose only one? Because
It
the
will that will come with your code. Your code you use the logic. We use logic to ask them to select only one. So like you can use the if loop during JavaScript to state that they can only choose one. So that's why JavaScript, like that's why backend is very important because that's where you put all this.
okay, thank you so much.
Normally, actually, I think radio. Oh, okay. It's been a while. So it should actually be only one, and you should be able to deselect self. So I can't even deselect. Can you see? So I don't know. We can use the required to ensure that this is let's use the required. I'm coming, guys. Let me see. So still choosing more than one. Okay, I don't know, but you shall have gotten it. You've gotten the main info I want to pass. You understand this, right? Guys, I'm asking you a question. You guys are the one that is making this thing slow because if you guys don't respond on time, we can't move on to the next item. And we still have some other things. We are still on form and we still have a lot to do, guys. So you already explained this. So guys, let's build this sign up form now. So let's build this now based on what we have here. This is a sign up. This is a name, email, password, and what button. So let's build this, guys. So a form. Let's see. Stroke sign up. What method are we using, guys? What method, guys?
Post.
Post. Very good. So we use H1. So now can use the label. Let's use the four attributes, right? Let's use name. Can tell me, so what am I going to put next now? Based on what this looks like, guys. Hmm? Faith, you said something.
A label.
Huh?
A label.
A label. We put a label already. So what's next after the label? Based on this format now.
Input text.
Text. But you have to put a dot and a break so that this falls on the next line. Do you understand? Okay. So we put this here, guys. Then we'll put a break. So the next one falls in line. So we have input. So this is name. So this is text is okay for a name. So we'll put what's very important we put here. ID for connection, and it has to be the same thing on the for, which is name, right? So now we save it. It's connected. So we'll do this. So we'll now do what? Um, can do two breaks here now. So we can get this spacing. Two breaks. Or we could use margin bottom on the styles, inline styles. But let's just go with this first. So email, right? And here we have what? Email. I add my words break for spacing, then I put my words input element. But this is not name, so what do I put? I put what? Email. So my ID will be what? What would my ID be, guys?
Email.
Email, very good. Okay, so what if my for here was mail? Will my ID be email?
No, it will mail.
Mail, very good. So we have what? Two breaks. Now we have what? The last but not the least, which is the password, guys. So what do I write here, guys? In the type
Password.
password, very good. Password, and oh, sorry, we've not put our label. So it's going to be I'm going to just use p word here. Then this is going to be what? Pipe is password and ID is what? Do you know the why is putting red here? Because you have a for attribute that is not connected yet. Whenever you put your ID and you save, you see what happens, guys. Your red is automatically erased because that's the only thing that is missing there. Do you understand? So let's do our break. So now, what else do we have here? We have a what? A sign up button. So what am I going to put here for the sign up?
Input
What am I going
set to submit.
to impute?
Button.
Submit.
Mm.
Then what is next?
Label.
What are we going to use to write the word sign up, guys?
Label. Label.
Type to text.
Value. Very good. So we have sign up. Okay. So now this is good, but I actually used a what do you call it? A background color. So style, let me just say front size. I used font area background. See F9 or the F2, I don't even remember. Why did I use background color? The F2, F2, or the F9, F9. I don't remember. So then for the phone, I had the other pixels solid CCC, right? I think they should be all good. Well, I don't want to add. Okay, so let's just see what it looks like now, guys. Okay, I have a maximum width here. And I had imagine if this is good, but I need a padding. Right, let's make a padding here too. I don't think it's the CCC. I think it's the F12 too. I don't know. Let me try F9. No, okay, let's see. So guys, can you see the sign up now? Can you see our sign up? So let me change this one to white so that you see the contrast very well. And for the phone, I don't remember the color I used for the background color during while making your notes. Right. Mm, right. Coming, guys. So for this, let me just find the color. What's myself? Let's use antique white. It should be bisque I used. I'm not sure. Yeah. So can see the contrast now. So sign up name. So it's looking like what you're seeing on your guys. So can you see? Okay, it's not the same, but you can sure see this, right? So this is your sign up form. Are we good?
Yeah, can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, sure, go on.
Okay, I'm trying to know like the difference between max width and margin. Like, what's the difference on the distance?
Max width and margin. Okay, 1 minute. The maximum width, right, is your is the width, is it like the highest possible size for your this thing. But your margin is like the space between the boxes. I'm coming.
Okay, thank you.
1 minute. I'm trying to show you. Can you see this where I'm pointing at? This is your margin. This place here that it's more colored than normal. That's your margin. So that's the margin. Is the space between the box, the like the outer boxes. So like this is your body. Your body is starting. Okay, I can't move. I can't move from here. I want you to see this thing. Can you see where I'm pointing at? Are you seeing this thing? This is your border. This is the border that we stated. Now this is the body, the internal body. So it is the space between your body and the border that was stated. So that's your margin. Do you understand? Then the maximum width. Now this is the highest occurring width that was stated for a for a for a style or for a a form or whatever. Do you understand now?
All right, thank you.
Welcome. So can you guys, I'm sure you guys can do this now because of time. So we'll go to the other ones. You guys can do this. This is what from what this look like. This is a checkbox. You understand? So what type of music do you enjoy? We've done something like this now, guys. So all you have to do is just put one there, vote for your artist. Put one, then question number two. This one is H1, this one is H2, right? But this is a what? Checkbox. This is not a radio, this is a checkbox. It's the same way. Then submit vote. You guys can do this based on what we've done so far, I'm sure, right, guys? I need answers. Oh. Okay, so let's go to field sets. So field set is used to group related forms together, and it is especially useful in longer forms where you want to organize input into sections. Now it creates a visual box around the grouped element. It helps users to understand which input belongs together, and it improves accessibility and form structure. Now a legend is just like a title tag for your feed set. Now let me explain it better with this thing now. Look at this box now. This now is a feed set. This is your legend. It is used to wrap your details to give it shape and meaning. So like now this is your details, your name and your email. Then this was now the event feedback. Then this is now your legend that is telling us that this is what you are doing with this feed cell too. Do you understand?
Oh, sorry, can you like repeat what you said just now, please?
Okay. So I said that your feed set is used to group related elements together or a form together. Look at this form now. We have one form, but it's grouped into two because the first section contains what your details, which is your name and your email. The second section contains what your feedback. How would you rate this gig? What are your comments? Are you subscribing for the latest news and updates? Then you're sending the feedback. So now this is your feed set, this line that is grouping them together, your feed set. Now this is your legend that tells you that, oh, this is your legend that is telling them that, oh, this is the this is what your field set is doing, because the legend is just like a caption for your field set. Do you understand? That tells us that this is what your legend is doing. So this your details telling us that this legend is containing what? The user details. And this legend here, this wrap up is telling us that the user is giving us the event feedback. Do you understand now?
Yeah, I do. Thanks.
You're welcome. So let's just do this quickly. 512. Let me just clean this. I think I want to start all over again. So I would have a legend and a field set. So your details will be the field set. We have two details here, your name, your email. So guys, ASAP, I don't want to use this because I don't want the story. So we have your name, right? So I'm going to just put what? Input, right? So your name, then I have a break, then input. So I'm going to copy these for email. We are changing this to what, guys? Email. So we're done with the first legend. We have two. We have the second one now. Legend. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake, guys. This is legend and this is field set. Sorry. Okay. So okay. So let's look at this event feedback. Right. So now let's look at what we're seeing here. So how would you rate the gig? This is where the selection comes in. Mm, okay, so we have one select, amazing. Just say 5. I'm just going to repeat this. I mean, okay, we have 5. Should I just 2, 3, 4, 5? 5, amazing. 4, great. Can you stop coming here? 3, good. One needs work. It looks like there's a space between them. Okay, there are spaces between them. One needs work. So I'm coming, guys. Let me see. I need to see what it looks like first. Okay. Mm, okay. So let's add a break now. Can you guys see? So this is what it looks like. So how would you rate the gig? Okay, there's a question mark, whatever. Okay, guys. So how would you rate the gig then? So let's go back. So now, any comments now, guys? So we're still inside the feed set now. So label. Okay, so we added a text area. This is a text area. So name is, we just call it comment. The ID definitely. So it could be connected, and I'm going to add a placeholder because there's a placeholder. Placeholder is used for this kind of text, things that are inside. Share your thoughts. So this is it. Right? So let's just say row. Let's give it row 3. Let's give it 3 row first. Let's see. Let's go back and check. Let's see. Yeah. So share your thoughts. Can you see now? But I should have add a break. I don't know. After this there should be a break here. And yeah. But I think there's double space. Yeah. So there's double break here. Can you see now? So I would rate the gig and now so let's add a checkbox now. So label right. So now subscribe me to the latest news and gig updates. So let's go back and check if our checkbox is checking. So okay, so now we need to add the yeah. Oh no, not there. Here. So let's go back and check now, guys. Okay. Well, let's see how it looks like here. Yeah, so we're good to go. I think the column is 3. It's way more than this. So the last but not the least, the button. So send feedback. So input, right, guys? Well, could use a button. Then I could use okay. So let's see what it looks like here. Can you guys see now? I can check my list, write my whatever, select. Where did I? Okay, we didn't space out your email. We put the break where I was supposed to put it. So let's go check it out now. Okay. No, this one still needs to have a break. Guys, can you see now? So based on what we have here, can you see that we have it? Event feedback. So now all you need to do is bolden this one if you want to, like the way they did. So you just do strong. So when you go back here now, can you see that? So we have exactly what we have here, guys. Are we good to go? Are we good? Do you guys understand?
Yes, we understand.
So that's good. So let's go to semantic HTML. So it means that we use meaningful tags that describe the content purpose. So the way we did this one now, right? If we're supposed to use tag, we're supposed to put this into maybe a div element or an article element so that they will group like that first legend now, the first feed sets now supposed to be grouped together, the second feed set is supposed to be grouped together. So that's what semantic HTML does. They help us to group our things together so that it will not be looking scattered and to make our work easier to read and understand. So assuming somebody from another field is coming and wants to come and check your code out, see the way everything is compiled and jam packed together. If you are using div now, div will space to space, we'll use a div and we'll space it out so you know, oh, this is the first element, this is the second element, so the person will not know where to read. Not that they will not start looking for, oh, where is the second fit cell starting from, where is the first, because it's too jam packed or compiled together. Do you understand? Okay, so why do we use semantic HTML? Because we use it for better SEO. So search engine can understand our contents more clearly. Then accessibility is, like I said, screen readers can navigate our page easily. Maintainability, in case somebody wants to come and work on the web and update it, it will be easy to read. If it's not jam-packed, it's organized and everything. So these are the semantic HTML elements we have. We have the header. I've used it before. Navigation link. That's the nav. So we also have the nav for the navigation link. But for the header, let's say you want to introduce something at the top of at the like introduce a topic or something, you can use it. So we have the main content of a page. That's the body. We now have the article. Let's say you're working on a blog or a post or a news article, we use this to group them together. So we know this is the first side of the article, this is the second side of the article, or whatever. Then we have sections. So the more you program, the more you'll be able to start using all these things. So aside, we use it for related links, tips, or ads. You understand? Then footer, the contact info, the copyright, and the links. So that's what we use for the footer. Then the figure. So we use it to group media content like images with captions, fake caption. I explained that yesterday already. Time, a specific time or date. Mark, we use it to emphasize that a text is what is relevant or noteworthy, like a result, like a search result or a key term. Then details. So it's create a toggleable section that users can open or close to reveal more information. Like if you notice that there are some links that you click that will define some terms. So details is used for those kind of links. Then summary acts as a toggleable label for collapsible. So like if you click on a link, if you notice that some link that you click on it, then it expands to give you more information. You understand? So summary is used for those kind of links. So now I just gave you an example of a semantic page. So I have the header now. Inside the header, we have the H1 music blog. We now have the navigation bar. You understand? So this is the header. So it will be like a navigation bar, but you now have my music blog on the left hand side, then on the right hand side you have your navigation bar. So this is using semantic HTML. We now have the main now, that's like the article, last night's gig, then the text and whatever you want to write. Now we have the aside, now upcoming shows, and a link to those upcoming shows that it's put in a list. So you can do this yourself. Then you have a footer. So this is the footer, a footer sample and copy 2025, my music blog. So you can do this yourself and practice. I already explained everything. So what these are the best practices for HTML, you should use semantic elements. Label your forms controls correctly, because if you don't label it correctly, it won't pair up and you'll be like, where did I go wrong? Because you didn't label correctly. For your images, provide alternative text and use your alts even for your videos. Then ensure keyboard accessibility. So make sure that you are testing your links, your button, your inputs, everything should be workable. You should be able to use it. If you have a bug now, you can see that it won't work out very well. So make sure you test first. Then use your headings paragraph properly. Use from H1 to H6. Don't jump. If you use H1 now, don't use H6 for the next one. If you're using H1 first, go to H2, then H3. Don't just jump from H1, then you go to H5. It will be looking very scattered. Make sure you use nice color contrast so that your work will come out very well. If you are using a dark color for your background, then your text should be light. Or if you are using a light background, dark color text. Let there be contrast so your work can come out. Use headers for and scope attributes for your tables, and avoid using tables for layout purposes. Don't use tables for design purposes for layout. Use tables only when tables are required. You understand? Then your area rules, use it very well. Provide clear link text. Don't copy the text directly. Don't go and use any, like what happened with that the iframe that I was using that Sir Chris corrected. You see that the link was not working because I copied the incorrect one. So use correct link so that it will work correctly. Then test with tools before you before you launch. So you can use Nevada or VoiceOver to test your site. So this is HTML cheat sheet. I'm not explaining this one for you. Go through it. It was your mentor that brought this. It's just your cheat sheet if you want to. So it talks about your text elements, your paragraph, the things we've done all of this. Links and media, your href, your video controls and everything, your lists, your tables, your form, and semantic HTML5. So it talks about all this. And these are resources for continued learning. So you can visit all these things and you can learn more about them to finalize your learnings, you know. Then final tips for mastery: practice daily, read your code, validate, test the accessibility, stay updated, build real projects, and learn dev tools. So before we round up, guys, do you guys understand? I want to quickly show you guys how to use GitLens to put this on your Visual Studio Code. I mean on your Git account. Do you guys understand, please? Hello, guys, are you here? Okay, so I signed out. So the first thing you need to know is you need to sign into to your um to your VS Code so you can um you can okay, so you can push to Git. So you need to sign into your Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to sign in now. So you need to sign in. So when you come to this place now, here you see this thing. I'm clicking on sign in. So when you click here, sign in. So it will take you to another page. So it's already taking me here. So I'll just say continue. So when I say continue, it will sign me in. Can you see? It has signed me in. So when I come back here now, I'm signed in. Can you see? So sign into sync settings now. So now, uh, so I'm signing in so that I can use GitLens. So while we're waiting, let me show you. So this is your GitLens, right? So the first thing you need to do is open a folder or repository. So even this was So we need to initialize the repository first. So let's initialize the repository. See, continue with GitHub. Let me sign in first. It's taking forever to sign in. So once you're able to sign in, right, you'll be able to create. Okay, I think we'll continue this on Friday when I'm able to sign in, so that I don't waste your time. We're already done with today's classes. But just first, create your GitHub account and sign in. Please sign in. So next class, we'll just we'll launch it and we'll just push to the Git. Okay, guys? So thank you so much for attending and coming. Please wait a minute. I need to take attendance. Okay, stop presenting. Wait a minute, let me take the attendance, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Please, do you guys understand today's session? Okay, okay. So thank you for coming and see you guys on Friday. Bye. Bye, Glody. Bye, Shemindere.
Bye.
Glody, you want to say
Yes.
something?
No. I want just to say thank you. So sometime I saw just things, email, login, so I don't understand. But now I know how they put it with VS Code. This is a new thing for me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jerry. You're welcome. So bye. See you next class on
Bye.
Friday.
Yes, bye.
Bye. Bye. Jerome. Jerome, are you here?
Yes,
How
I'm
did you
hearing.
learn something?
Yeah, I learned something because there are so many things that I was seeing and I never knew how they are created. But now at least I have more ideas.
Very good. Okay. Take care. Bye. Chamilore,
Mm.
Elizabeth, Thomas, Glory. You have something to say?
Good evening. I learned something new. What I didn't know before. I got to know how it works without just